The old man with white hair and spots was none other than Naruto Uzumaki, the 7th Hokage in his youth. In his previous life, after losing Kurama, Naruto would often read through the scroll of seals he had looked at as a child, hoping to make up for his lost fighting power. Having been reincarnated, he already mastered numerous jutsu, but there were still many techniques in the scroll of seals he had never learned in his past life, especially Minato's Flying Thunder God technique. If he wanted to change the shinobi world, Flying Thunder God was indispensable. Naruto decided to do what he had done as a child once again. After the incident 3 years ago, the scroll of seals had been hidden away in an extremely secret place. Ordinary people could never know the secret, but as the former 7th Hokage, Naruto was familiar with all of Konoha's secrets. Relying on his memories from his time as Hokage, he quickly found the hidden scroll of seals. This scroll could be described as Tobirama's history of blood and tears. Most of the forbidden jutsu within were his inventions. In his previous life, Naruto relied too much on Kurama's power. It wasn't until he faced overwhelming enemies that he realized the importance of having a variety of powers. Some unique jutsu could provide unexpected results, even turn the tide. So this time, Naruto decided to master them all. After copying the scroll of seals, he quickly went to the outskirts of Konoha and began practicing day and night. With his extensive combat experience and the simultaneous training of multiple shadow clones, Naruto soon mastered the Flying Thunder God technique as well as other forbidden jutsu like the reanimation jutsu. Several days later, Naruto invited Jiraiya out, because he wanted to obtain the key to the 8 trigram seal on Kurama. Although Jiraiya trusted his student, Naruto's sudden change inevitably made him a little worried. With a heavy gaze, Naruto said that during Kurama's rampage, he had met Minato. From Minato, he learned about his true heritage and the mission on his shoulders. Although he could not reveal everything yet, he would never fail his father's expectations. As the Hokage, everything Naruto did was for the future of the shinobi world. After listening to Naruto, Jiraiya fell silent. Perhaps Minato's far-sighted plans had already anticipated this day. He asked no further questions and summoned the Scroll Toad to hand Naruto the key to the 8 trigram seal. He believed that the current Naruto would surely be able to control Kurama's power. Naruto was deeply moved. After bidding farewell to Jiraiya, he returned home. A moment later, he placed his hand on his abdomen and the 8 trigram seal appeared. After so many years, Naruto was finally reunited with Kurama. As soon as Naruto saw Kurama, he called out to him warmly by name, but Kurama fiercely told him to stop acting familiar. At this time, Kurama still had not resonated with Naruto, so even if he sensed Naruto's changes, it was difficult for him to accept Naruto right away. Naruto tried to persuade Kurama, hoping they could fight side by side again as they did in his previous life. But that Tsundere Kurama would not admit his future friendship with Naruto, insisting that as the embodiment of evil, there was no way he would bow to a brat and live like a pet. Helpless, Naruto continued, "I know you like to be contrary, but that's exactly who you are." On hearing this, Kurama flew into a rage and immediately cut off the chakra link. Standing in the dim space, Naruto shook his head. He could understand Kurama's attitude. Tailed beasts needed to experience things to grow. In the past, Kurama had opened up to Naruto step by step. Now, Kurama had not yet undergone that growth, so even if he saw Naruto's memories or felt his deepest pain, he could not easily reach an understanding with Naruto. But Naruto firmly believed that the day would come when he and Kurama could fight side by side again. At that moment, Naruto suddenly felt someone calling out to him. When he opened his eyes, he found it was Jiraiya. It turned out that when Naruto met Kurama just now, Kurama's furious emotions caused chakra to leak out, which drew Jiraiya's attention. Seeing Naruto finally wake up, Jiraiya breathed a sigh of relief. If Naruto went berserk in the village, it would be a huge problem. After thanking his teacher, Naruto used Sage Mode to sense his surroundings. Because of Kurama's chakra leak, his house was now surrounded by elite ninja, not only members of the ANBU but also Danzo's root. Naruto knew well that Danzo was always a hidden threat. Ever since Jiraiya's arm was severed and his strength greatly reduced, Danzo had grown more active. He told Jiraiya to be very careful of Danzo and not to let him catch any weaknesses. At that moment, Naruto's young face exuded a maturity beyond his years. For a moment, the image of young Naruto and the 7th Hokage overlapped. Seeing this, Jiraiya couldn't help but smile with relief. But Naruto was still uneasy about Danzo. He decided to eliminate this obstacle for Tsunade and his teacher before leaving Konoha. Although he was reluctant to part with his teacher, he knew that if he continued to act as a Konoha ninja, it might bring great trouble to the village. The next day, Naruto went to the Hokage office to find Tsunade and, on the pretext of revealing the secret of Kurama, asked her to summon Konoha's 2 elders and Danzo. Danzo had always wanted to use his Sharingan to control Kurama for his own benefit, so he came to the Hokage's office with interest. Since he was in his own village, he only brought 2 guards. When Danzo got close, Naruto gave a faint smile. It was time. He released the shadow clone at home that was gathering natural energy, and the feedback of Sage Chakra allowed Naruto to instantly enter Sage Mode. Jiraiya immediately sensed something was wrong. As a sage himself, he was the first to notice Naruto's anomaly and realized what was about to happen. The next moment, Naruto turned with lightning speed and snatched Danzo's right eye. It was Shursue's Sharingan. Everyone present was shocked. Danzo clutched his eye and fell to his knees in pain. His guards rushed forward to attack Naruto, but Naruto used Flying Thunder God to instantly appear on the opposite rooftop. Danzo and the 2 elders shouted angrily at Tsunade, demanding to know what was going on. Tsunade was equally bewildered. No one had expected that the Naruto who always dreamed of becoming Hokage would attack Danzo in front of all Konoha's top officials. This was hardly different from betraying the village. But this was exactly what Naruto intended. Because Danzo acted too cautiously, the only way to see Shursue's eye was to catch him off guard in Konoha. Naruto looked coldly at Danzo and said, "I'll be taking Shirsui's eye. One day, I'll return it to its rightful owner." When Tsunade learned that the eye had been taken from Shirsui by Danzo's sneak attack, she questioned Danzo about what had happened. Just as Danzo was about to retort, Naruto flashed behind him and took his right arm, which was filled with Sharingan. When he seized Shirsui's eye earlier, he had marked Danzo with the Flying Thunder God. Jiraiya was stunned in shock. He finally saw Naruto use Minato's Flying Thunder God technique. Events were unfolding too quickly, and no one was more pained than Jiraiya. First, Nagato had been revealed as the leader of the Akatsuki. Now, was his favorite student about to defect from Konoha? He stepped forward to question what Naruto was planning. After a brief silence, Naruto told Jiraiya of his plan to defect from Konoha. He had no special reason. If anything, some things were simply easier to accomplish as a rogue ninja. Jiraiya was dumbfounded. Naruto had seemed different ever since he reappeared in Amage Cure. Although Naruto spoke calmly, his heart was already bleeding. As the former staunchest believer in the will of fire, he had endured great pain to say such words. But he couldn't show too much emotion to his teacher. It would give Danzo an opening. Jiraiya looked at Naruto calmly. He realized Naruto had recently been collecting all kinds of powers, first asking for the key to Kurama's seal, now taking Danzo's right eye and arm. He asked Naruto just what sort of enemy required him to gather so much power. Naruto was deeply moved. After all, no one understood him better than Jiraiya. He promised Jiraiya that he was still the same Naruto Uzumaki who always kept his word and would never change. When the time was right, he would come back and apologize to his teacher. Upon hearing this, Jiraiya knew there was nothing more he could say. After glancing at the now defanged Danzo, Naruto disappeared from the scene with Flying Thunder God. Danzo roared that no matter where Naruto ran, Root would never let him go. After all, Danzo was one of Konoha's top officials. Tsunade ordered Konoha squads and Kakashi to pursue the rogue ninja Naruto.